What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Movie Mob Podcast. My name is Nick. Joining me in studio is the very handsome, as always,
Oh, come on.
Matt Sampson. How are you?
Listen, we're all playing for seconds with you in the building, you know?
Ain't it the truth?
Ah,
Ain't it
wow.
the truth?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
what
right.
can I say?
I'm here.
Hey.
It takes a lot to look like Grimace, you know, in
Oh,
a suit
come on.
jacket.
Oh, come on, man.
Joining us behind the cameras, running all the buttons and all that stuff, is my lovely producer, Max.
Hello.
There he is.
Thanks for being
Happy
here,
to be
buddy.
back.
Of course,
Isn't
dude.
she lovely?
And who's that voice live from Gotham City?
Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
He's not blind, dude. I'm calling it.
Thank you. Thank you.
RJ is not blind. RJ Carreri, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes, it's great. I would say episode 93. Can you imagine we've done 93 of these fucking things?
I think I was actually thinking about it for the 100th episode. We should like do something special.
Max asked me earlier. He goes, "What are you
Yeah.
doing for
A
Movie Mob
bonanza?
100?"
Yeah, we should like get a cake or
We should watch a movie and comment.
do something else. You know?
We should come up with something.
Like an Oscar. It might be around the Oscar time. You know, who knows? Maybe do something with
Ooh.
that. You know?
Yeah, but that'd be upsetting.
Or we just do
It would
something.
be,
We'll do
if
something
it's
off
the
camera.
93rd right now.
You know,
One,
the golden banana.
94,
7
95,
weeks.
96, 97,
Yeah.
98.
You know, what's the
No, it would
cabaret
be the
doing?
first week of March.
Yeah, so it'd be after the Oscars, right? Or in February?
Isn't that the
We'd do
Ides
something
of
for the
March?
Ides of March.
Yeah.
We'd do like a little party for Caesar or something.
We'll celebrate at the cabaret.
We'll figure it out.
We
Yeah.
should recreate Gladiator
you.
2 to how we should think it should have been.
There we go.
Interesting. Leave a comment down below. What should we do for the 100th episode of the Movie Mob? And by leave a comment down below, I mean Eden. Please leave a comment down below and tell us what you
Yeah.
think we should do for the 100th
She hasn't
episode.
been commenting though.
Maybe she doesn't need
I
to.
haven't seen it
I've
yet.
noticed that Eden only
Thank you.
comments when she wants to see a change. You know?
Oh, she also just graduated.
Right.
She does.
college, I
Eden
think,
doesn't
so
micro.
She's busy.
Well, Eden doesn't micromanage.
Yeah.
Okay. But when she sees that there's something that I love when she says, "Please don't review this. Just go back to the news."
I like.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
I like when she corrects us
No
on like
problem.
Game of Thrones lore.
Yeah,
You know,
I like that.
because she like literally knows everything, and we're just like bullshitting.
I think it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
No, it's great.
If you'd like us to talk
pulling
about
the
you the same
strings.
way we talk about Eden, leave a comment down below.
That's right.
Thanks.
Number one fan.
All
Thank
right,
you.
big week this week because we got a little review of some German expressionism
Mm.
come full circle with Robert Eggers'
What New Hampshire expressionism?
New Hampshire expressionism, American expressionism.
Does it take place in New Hampshire?
No, but Robert Eggers is from New Hampshire.
No.
Transylvania. Right?
Right,
Yep.
right.
Thank you.
Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, and Nicholas Hoult star in the 2024 remake of the 1922 German expressionist film Nosferatu, which was inspired by Bram Stoker's
Mm.
Dracula. And RJ, I'm sure you have a lot to say about this film. What do you think?
I liked it.
There he is.
I thought it was very good. Listen, I'm very stingy with my horror movies, as you know.
Okay, can
I
you,
like-
can,
I
as
like
an example,
psychological horror stuff.
as an example, can you give like a horror movie that you like that's common that everybody knows,
Oh, okay.
and something that you don't like that maybe some other people like, but that shows that you're stingy?
That's good.
Sure, Nick, I can.
Thank you.
Uh,
That's a good idea.
no, I like The Thing. Which
Okay.
is more like sci-fi, but it's got those horror elements.
Sure,
you know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or like I like psychological thrillers that can kind of border on being scary, like Seven.
With Shutter
know?
Island.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Shutter Island's a great like stuff where it's kind of plausible. What I don't like is like Paranormal Activity or
Same.
Insidious.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Conjuring,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Whatever.
The jump scares. You know, oh, here's a good example. Like Midsummer. I like a little better.
Ooh.
What
You know
about
what I'm saying?
Exorcist?
Like something like that.
Yeah, what about The Exorcist? Are you a fan of The Exorcist?
I've not seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
All
I'd
right.
probably like that.
wow.
We're gonna have Sam
What?
subbing in.
That's I just didn't know that. I'm actually surprised. I think
Well-
you'd enjoy it from the it's a good movie, but it is foul, and also we could make that for $10 today.
Oh,
Thank you.
jeez.
Hey, it's a quote from the movie.
Yes, it is also one, but we don't say shit
Oh,
like that.
hey now.
You did. You just
Yeah, well, I
I
get
think
to
my
edit this
issue
and
is with
bleep it.
horror
So.
today.
You're talking about horror today, right?
I think most of the horror movies today are kind of lazy jump scare stuff, but I like Halloween and the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, and they all have their place, right? The
Right.
the nice thing about this is that the original, now there was like a 70s version of Nosferatu that was made in the 70s. But
wasn't Willem Dafoe in that too?
I believe so. Let me look it up.
yeah, I think
This guy's
so.
in every movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
The only
I think he
learned
actually played Nosferatu in that.
I learned about Nosferatu from SpongeBob.
Well, there's also a Nosferatu.
No?
This might be the one, but there
What's
was like
the-
one where the vampire was like also an actor, and like they like casted him, but he was like a real vampire, but he played like I gotta find it.
Yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that in 1922, a German expressionist filmmaker made Nosferatu, and Robert Eggers, in an interview recently, said that he watched, he found it in the library,
Old school.
and checked it out. And his mom always said that he could watch any movie he wanted to watch, but that he would have to like sit down with her and have like a conversation about what he took away from the film afterward, which I think is really interesting.
That
Say
is
to a
interesting.
little kid. And so he's really wanted to make this movie. He actually
Yeah.
got the opportunity. I don't know how much you know about this, RJ, but he got the opportunity to make Nosferatu as his second film, like right after he made his first film. And he ended up making The Lighthouse first, and he's very
Northman.
thankful for that because he doesn't think that he would have had the filmmaking chops to make this as his second film.
And the budget too, probably.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I would love to hear your take on the film. Give me a little synopsis, you know?
Okay, yeah. Well, I haven't. So I saw the 20s version like back in college.
Mhm.
But, like, it's one of those things where like, oh, we watched this for homework, so you kind of don't care.
Right.
But that's a silent movie, obviously. But from what I've heard is he did a very faithful adaptation in terms of like, in the silent movies that have the screens with the dialogue, like he pulled a lot of that direct dialogue and put it into this, which I think is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I think I think overall the cinematography I told you was great. The
Yes.
world building, like Robert Eggers, he's right in up my alley with the period pieces. He's
Mhm.
all about like authenticity. He did it with the Northman, which I thought was incredible. Went under the radar.
Yep.
I did think it was interesting. I watched the 1922 version as well, just to give you a little update.
Yeah,
you know?
little.
And like the main character and Nicholas Hoult wear the exact same outfit. Like it is literally perfect. Like,
Well,
you know
I'm
what
curious.
like
Wait, so let me give you the plot of this one, and let's see how it matches up to that one.
Sure.
So in this one, it focuses on Lily Rose Depp plays this character named Ellen, and she's kind of plagued by like nightmares that she's had since she was a kid.
Yep.
And basically, it's Count Orlok, Nosferatu the vampire, like haunting her dreams.
Yeah.
And this one is extremely sexual. Essentially, like Nosferatu is like having sex with her, like through like possession. I'm gonna go
women
out
are
on
not
a limb and say the
objects,
20s
RJ.
one is not like that.
Well,
But
yeah, but
either way,
there was no sex at all in the 20s. If they
Nah.
kissed on screen, it was
Right.
considered a
That
porno.
was all the deleted footage.
Yeah.
You guys didn't see it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But then her husband, Nicholas Hoult plays her husband. He's like a real estate guy, and he goes out to Transylvania because Nosferatu wants to buy this mansion
Yes.
there, but he like which I think is in the 20s one.
Yes.
And that's how
Yes.
they meet. He gets bitten. The whole thing goes that way. He brings the plague to this German town, and but in this movie, he primarily goes because he wants the Ellen. He's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
obsessed
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that what it is in the 20s one?
Well, the real estate through line is correct, and then the nightmares thing is something that she experiences kind of later in the film. And yeah, I mean, it's a very, very similar thing. Things that were kind of iconic moments. Do you want to go over any iconic moments from the 20s version
yeah.
that were also included? Like you said, with the dialogue stuff, but the rising out of the casket, straight up, that kind of stuff. Him seeing Nosferatu in the casket and getting freaked out,
Yeah,
iconic
I'm pretty sure
moments.
that sequence in particular, like Nicholas Hoult going to the castle and that whole experience, him staying overnight and getting bitten, then going down underground and finding him in the casket. I think they did and they did a cool like homage to that shot when he opens the door and he's standing in the hallway.
Yes. Yes.
They did that whole thing. Nick, to answer your question, the one shot you see of Nosferatu's penis is when he comes out of the casket. He stands up and he's kind of looming, and it's just like hanging there. It's probably a second shot.
Seems to
But
be
they don't.
a
Yeah, you
consistent
don't really
theme
see
with
it
peni,
that much.
with penile penises that they just hang
What?
there. That's kind of what penises do.
Yes.
They just hang there.
Right.
Does he
No,
look?
but I didn't know if they
Thank you,
had
thank
bigger
you.
plans for it.
Does
You know?
does Orlok look good?
Yeah.
Like, is he like spooky?
Like, is he well endowed?
So
You can
he doesn't look.
Google. They have the
I
image.
don't want to spoil. I want to see it though.
Just
Yeah,
wanna see the
I
image
wouldn't
of it?
spoil it
Oh,
for people
okay.
because he does not look at all like what you would expect him to look like. Robert Eggers went with an approach of like, what would an actual guy
Human,
look like from
right?
this yeah.
Time
And he
period.
has like this weird part of his hair, and he's
Oh,
got a
I
mustache.
was gonna say,
Actually, believe it or not.
RJ, what do you think about the stash?
Yeah. What do I think about the sash?
Yeah.
I think it was interesting. I mean, Robert Eggers' defense of it is that's what like a lot of people in that period had them.
Sure.
Mhm.
So I thought it was cool because you go in thinking of that version that you saw in the 20s, and he totally flips it on its head,
Mm.
which I think is cool.
I-
And he
would-
doesn't
would-
really have the fangs. You don't really see fangs.
Hmm.
It's an interesting take.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I think yeah, no, it's good stuff.
I will say the highlight of the movie for me is Willem Dafoe. He comes
Really?
in around like the end of the second act, and he plays like in the Bram Stoker thing. His name is Helsing, like everyone knows who that is. But
correct.
in the German one, he has a different name, and he plays that character, and he's like unreal. He's like into the mystic arts and like vampires and religion. It's good.
And he's kind of like goofy, no?
He's kooky. He actually provides some like comedic relief.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is funny.
Yeah,
Much needed.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
And
I
Lily
like.
Rose
I-
Depp, I'd only seen her in like the first
Oh,
episode
dude,
of The
she was
Idol.
great.
I thought she was very good in this.
Yeah, I don't. I
yeah.
never had an issue actually, to be honest with you. Even in The Idol, I didn't have an issue with Lily Rose Depp's performance. I didn't like the
No.
story. I thought it was just a big nothing burger.
And she's
waste
got
of
the
money.
look. She's got that 1800s, whenever this takes place, look. I forget the date.
I heard that a
Um,
lot of people were saying that like they were complaining that she was like overdoing it in the movie, like she was overacting.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the possession scenes, I think, yeah, I saw memes about that. And then when you see it in the context of the movie, I'm like, what do you expect?
No,
Yeah.
I thought Lily Rose Depp was like the takeaway, RJ. You know, I thought.
Did
she
you
was
see it, Matt?
Yeah,
Did you see this?
You know who I like too? I like his little sidekick, Nosferatu sidekick.
Oh, that guy was weird.
Dude, that guy was awesome.
I gotta
right?
see this.
Yeah.
movie, bro.
I thought
Oh,
him and
yeah.
Lily Rose Depp were the two best parts, to be honest. Come on, tell me you
When he
didn't love that
starts
little.
eating the pigeon, it's not great.
Yeah, dude, tell me you didn't love that guy, crazy guy.
No, he was nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
How is the pacing?
It's good.
As well. I mean, it's a slow movie. It's a slow burn, but I think it's, for good reason.
It's 2 hours.
I think overall, like, again, like it brought in, obviously it gets supernatural with the like possession stuff, but like it's within reason to where like I believe that these superstitious, Germans like had this fear about this character,
Mhm.
So I bought it. Robert Eggers has a great job of putting you in that world either
Mm.
way.
Which I think is really the
And
main
he's
thing.
got yeah, and he's got such a great visual style. I did find it interesting that he wanted to shoot it in black and white, but he said that the movie was too expensive to shoot in black and white.
God,
Like
Max
they
has
they wanted it to be in color.
Max has images of Lily Rose Depp pulled up, and like whenever there's like a Google image of her next to her father, like
Yeah, you can see it.
there's no need for Maury. I mean, you are the father.
She's
Really?
fucking my age. She's a month older than me.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah,
How old is she?
She's 25.
yeah.
she's going out
Really?
with
I didn't know she was that young.
070 Shake, RJ. You know, Ghost Town.
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you know 070 Shake.
It's a
Yeah.
girl. Oh, she's
Yeah, they're
gay.
going out. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. How about
I
that?
think she has a very unique look. You know who I could compare her to is Keira Knightley in terms of like she has a
Oh,
very unique
okay.
Interesting.
like she fits those period. I'm not saying they look alike. I'm saying they have like a
Yeah.
similar
Sure.
old
cheekbones.
Nice
old
bone
type of
structure.
look
I
to
was
them.
thinking the
Dude,
same
the
thing.
bone
Yeah.
structure
Yes.
is wild.
Excellent bone
dude.
structure.
She looks like a cat.
Very poignant.
She
I
looks
would.
like a
cheekbones.
house cat.
I would.
No, I'm not
she's
insulting.
she's
I'm
beautiful.
saying like she's very pretty.
I
No,
feel
she's
like-
beautiful.
I feel like it's on par for Johnny.
Are
Depp.
those cheeks real? Can we be honest? Are they real? Did she have work done?
I mean, she might have just got like the best genes ever. you
Dude,
know?
she has her cheeks. I don't think that you could have higher cheekbones than Lily Rose Depp. I
Who's
mean,
her mom?
she looks
for some French lady?
a lot like her mom too.
yeah. And it's funny because I don't want to be like rude here, but I don't know if it's a full brother or a half brother, but Johnny Depp's son,
Mm.
it looks like the knockoff version of Johnny Depp. I'm not gonna lie. She
It's hard
looks
to beat Johnny.
Well, I'm just saying she looks
Captain
exactly
Jack.
she looks exactly like her father.
People are
It's
saying she did
Captain
get
Jack.
surgery, but then people are like, she had an eating disorder in these photos. So,
oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't want to make
Well, either way, like I think
baddie. Good
the
job,
the
Johnny.
little we've seen from her, like just acting wise, I
Yeah,
think
but can we all agree that
she's
Johnny Depp's
excellent.
a baddie too? Like especially for back in the day.
For
Oh,
an
excellent.
old drug addict, he's pretty
Like
good
in the
looking guy.
90s?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
yeah.
Oh, like Gilbert Grape, the mom wanted to get with Johnny, you know?
yeah,
He had a lady
yeah,
pooping
Yeah.
in his bed for months.
You
yeah.
know?
Anyway,
Yeah, Johnny.
great.
No, Matt, I'm
movies.
with you. I think this is going to be her breakout
Yeah.
role because The Idol was so controversial and not well received that
It really
I
wasn't, and
think this is going to be.
I
Yeah,
agree. I think there was a lot of bad press or like a bad take around Lily
Yeah.
Rose Depp because of The Idol.
It was in bad
And
taste.
it's
kinda.
so sad because like she actually wasn't the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, she was fine.
And for you to say that, RJ, that's promising. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh,
Good stuff.
I just think in general, I'm just glad this movie's doing well, and I think it's making a decent amount of money because, I think it's about time we get some of these newer generation directors going, like
Agreed.
Robert Eggers. You know what I'm saying? And he's
Agreed.
such an auteur with the way he handles things. So,
Dude,
Yeah.
and I do want to mention, I forget he's in the movie, but Bill Skarsgård, he's totally unrecognizable.
Isn't
and
he?
he's
He
incredible.
usually is. No,
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of his whole
yeah,
thing.
I mean,
I-
I would have never, if you asked me who played him, I would have thought it was some 60-year-old dude.
I work with
Like,
this.
I have no idea.
I work with this actor Ryan Curley. I'm sure I've mentioned him to you before. He's a young kid. He ended up being an extra in
Paddington 2.
No, Royco. What's the name? Succession.
Oh,
He was in.
Goes to Peru.
He was in.
Yeah.
He was in Succession. He lives in New York. He's in college. He's doing great things. But congratulations, Ryan, if you ever see this. But he looks like exactly like Bill Skarsgård. Like he has the
Really?
same eyes, the same like upper lip kind of like he is absolutely that. And he has the same like crazy eyes kind of, you know what I mean? Anyway, he's a very good actor, very talented kid.
It's
And Bill Skarsgård's great too.
Stellan Skarsgård, he's balling on and off the court. Great
Mm.
actor. He's producing great kids.
it's
I
cool.
mean,
It's cool to
y-
see like a
Oh, nice.
nepo baby that's like not a nepo baby, if that makes sense.
Like Lily
Yeah.
Rose Depp.
like
three
and
of
Bill
them.
Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
they
like
have talent.
Like they're so good.
I
like
don't
They
even
talent on
care.
their
So
own.
I'll tell you this much: I don't even care if someone's a nepo baby as long as they bring it.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly, right?
Like she brings it.
Sometimes the Nepo babies are better than
Than the
what I mean?
originals?
Yeah, like Ken Griffey Jr.
Which
you
doesn't
know?
surprise me. And RJ, I'd love your take on this too. But I think that like nepo babies do feel a pressure to like not
Live up
be,
to the name.
Well, to not be considered a nepo baby.
Yeah.
Like, what do you bring to the
Make it
role?
on
What are
the-
you doing?
Huey from The Boys. He's
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, and Meg
Yeah.
Ryan. Meg
Even
Ryan.
Ethan
Yeah,
Hawke.
they're pushing him a lot. He's got
Dog.
2 movies coming out now where he's the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got like a little bit of like a quirky everyman kind of look. He's not like
Yeah.
Yes.
like
He's
when
not
you-
like Dennis.
He's got a new action
Yeah.
movie coming out.
Yes,
I
it's
can't
called
ex-
Novocaine.
Huey?
Yeah.
Max, pull up the poster for that because Nick, I think you'll love the poster. It's
What's
such
it
an
called?
old 70s poster.
Novocaine. He like can't experience pain. It's like a John Wick movie,
Well,
but he can't.
technically,
Yeah.
Ben Stiller is. I mean, his dad was famous
put-
before.
This is a cool.
Jerry Stiller,
Oh, could you get a smaller image?
legend.
Oh, that's sick. That's
That's a
very
cool
cool.
Isn't that
poster.
awesome?
Yeah, I love that. That's really
very
cool.
They
cool
need to
poster.
bring back cool movie posters.
Dude.
That's a lost art.
We
You're right.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
lost
I
art, man.
totally
Instead
agree.
of the floating heads from like, I feel like
And
the
the-
Avengers
Dude,
movies.
like those
ruined
Star
that.
Wars
They just
posters
float.
or like Back
Oh.
to the Future.
I think you're
Yeah,
right. I think
yeah.
you're right. Where the
Indiana
Avengers
Jones.
movies definitely started the downfall.
Now,
of the
yeah,
movie
you just like
poster.
copy and paste and
Yeah,
Photoshop the
CGI.
heads of every single
Like
character.
Indiana Jones, those are
the
beautiful.
Pirates of the Caribbean movies do that too. They'll put like what's her name? And,
Yeah, Captain Jack. And
yeah, they put all three
Yeah,
of them over
But
a
I
big
will
boat.
say, like the Star Wars prequels did that, but they were drawn, and it looked so much
Mm.
better.
I
Like, you could
love
pull up,
the
like, Revenge of
originals,
the Sith.
the original Star Wars posters, the original
Yes.
Indiana Jones posters
yeah,
are sick.
yeah, those are
They are
beautiful.
works of art, and they're so detailed. They're amazing.
Yeah, to this day, like you put them on the wall because they look so good. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I
Yeah.
know, but you got to admit, there's a lot of people who put a lot of crap on the wall
Yeah, that's true.
just to have it on
Yeah,
the wall.
that's true.
Like these are actual.
Oh, those
works.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Very cool. Anywho, something else that we got going on. If we can pull up my thing really quickly, so thank you.
But were we moving on from Nosferatu?
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say about it?
No, I thought no.
Let me
I
ask
thought
you
it was
this:
great. I
would you
think
recommend it to?
Nick, I think you should see it when you have a chance.
Would you recommend it to other people?
I would. I would. If that's their vibe. Robert Eggers makes kind of weird movies. but I like it. Matt, have you've seen The Northman,
That's right.
but
Such
you
a
haven't
good
seen The
movie.
Lighthouse, right?
No, I heard. You guys told me Lighthouse was
It's
very good, but I heard it's very odd.
the light.
from what you
It's
said.
very bizarre.
but not
It's a bizarre
scary.
movie.
Okay.
It's just
Isn't there a scene when?
it's Willem Dafoe and Pattinson just getting fucked up in
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
Going
I
insane.
mean, those
on
are
a
two
light.
two
Yeah.
huge fans of both of them, and I
Yeah,
like.
if you've
Eggers,
ever
too.
been to Gloucester, Massachusetts, you've probably bumped into one of these guys.
No, I'll say though, the
No,
Northman's
well,
like.
it takes place off the coast of Boston.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
a hilarious movie.
Yeah, dude. Maybe
I have
'cause-
not seen The
I'll
Witch
say
though.
Northman.
The
That's his
Witch,
first
it's a
movie, which takes
very,
place in Salem.
very slow burn, but it's good.
Slower than
Yeah,
like Doom.
and that's very horror, right?
It's like it's an Eggers horror movie. It's like very it's I don't know how to describe it. It's spooky, but it's a very slow burn. Not a lot of jump scares, but it's like if you pay attention and could deal with the slow burn, you're like, ooh.
And don't they speak in old English too?
Yeah, that's the other thing. So
Yeah,
like
see, I like how authentic he gets with it. Kind of like Mel Gibson with like Passion of the Christ and Apocalypto.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've
Literally.
never seen Passion of the Christ.
But
You
no, go see
should.
Nosferatu.
even if you're not like a religious person.
I know.
Like you should watch Passion of the Christ because it's an incredible story. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, and the acting
Well,
and dude, it's
this is kind of a-
incredible.
He's making a sequel.
Yeah,
I was just
All
gonna
right,
say this is
don't-
kind of a
nope,
sidetrack.
I can't do
but
it.
I was
No,
just
he is.
listening
I
to
know,
him on,
but I can't. Yeah,
on-
he was
on
on
Rogan.
Rogan, right?
He was on
Yeah,
Rogan.
yeah.
His
and
house
he
burned
was
down.
talking about how no one would distribute the Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
And he found this like random dude who had like 2 employees distributed it and ended up making I think it made like millions of dollars. But anyway, cool story.
Dude, no, Passion.
Watch
That's
that. Good episode with Mel.
Passion of the Christ is good. Yeah, the Joe Rogan episode with Mel Gibson just came out
Oh
last
my
week. It's very good.
612 million.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah, imagine, dude.
That-
that guy
that's
probably,
literally like
that one
like
dude who just like.
that's like us distributing Passion of the Christ, like 2 employees. You know what I
You
mean?
think,
Like nothing.
You think the church chipped in on that one or no?
No, they don't do
don't
stuff
ch-
like that.
yeah,
They don't. And then like Angel Studios that currently does like The Chosen on Amazon Prime, which by the way, again, I like whimpering cry, like heaving. It's so beautiful. I loved it. I thought it was
Oh,
fantastic.
you're watching that?
Oh,
My
dude, I've
mom
watched
watches it.
I've watched every episode. I think it's fantastic. And it's like this weird like stuff comes over you where you're like, fuck, it's so
Yeah.
good.
I-
It's so good.
You know what I would enjoy if they made like a Jesus show where it's
Mhm.
kind of like Curb, but it takes place in Jesus times, and he's just a regular dude.
We're verging on
With a
blasphemy.
parable.
Yeah, he's just a regular dude. He keeps getting
will say-
dragged into these things.
I think
No.
it would be interesting if there was a sorry, RJ, hold on. I think it would be interesting if
No,
it
go,
was
go.
like that, but like the same story gets told, but he's like accidentally in
Yeah.
these situations
Like
where
Forrest Gump.
where he's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, Jesus is Forrest Gump.
yeah, but he's not. He can't be, fucking.
no, he's a carpenter.
Yeah,
He gets hammered.
yeah, that would be funny.
That's what great idea.
You
Lock it
know?
in.
Or yeah, I don't know. It'd
He
be
has to
very
be-
interesting, but we're like verging on blasphemy, and it's really not my style. I don't like
Jesus-
to make
he's,
fun of religious
He's got to
stuff.
be like Larry David though.
Well, okay, so I will say in The Chosen, the guy who plays Jesus is like extremely sarcastic. There are many times throughout that. I started that show, not this is completely opposite of from Nosferatu and not on our list of topics
That's
today.
okay.
Can't fight evil
Good,
though.
we're
Good,
all
bro.
over.
I will say that I started that show with an open mind, but like thinking it would be like very biblical, like, and it is because it's the
Yeah,
story of
it's
the
the
Bible.
Bible.
But like I just thought it would be like when if you've ever been to church, the way that the pastors or the way that the priests talk is very like,
Polite.
but it's also like and dude, Jesus is like, yeah, we're here to feed some people. Like he's very like, it's fantastic. He makes him like a real, not that he wasn't real. I'm just like, you know what I'm
Person.
saying? Like it's like a
Oh, but
thing.
yeah, more
He's-
accessible.
He's
but,
stepping
yeah.
over homeless people.
Kinda. But he has like these funny moments. I don't know. It just makes him like it's very relatable. They do a very, very good job, Angel Studios, on a lot of stuff. Sound of Freedom was another one they did that was very good. You have no idea.
I was
going
gonna say
know it's
too
not.
before we move on from this topic.
Go ahead, go.
Uh,
About Nosferatu? Go
Mel
ahead.
Gibson kind of was getting me hyped up at
Uh,
the end of that podcast talking about the Resurrection movie.
Oh,
he
you're
said,
excited for the sequel.
Oh yeah, well it's gonna it's gonna start at the beginning, the fall of the angels, and go all the way up to the death of the first apostle.
Oh,
So he's doing like a yeah,
that's
like a
sick.
I'm excited.
That'll be
He
like
said
an
it's
epic.
really wacky.
Dude, I am
Mel Gibson's
so
definitely a bit
pumped for these
insane,
epics
so
that are
I'm
coming
Yeah,
out.
listen, I'll go see him. We want to go see him.
I would go see
Yeah,
The
I'd go see
Resurrection.
it. Yeah, I would too.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
think that this has anything, RJ, to do with the Scorsese Christ movie that he was going to make that he didn't end up making?
No, I think it's separate.
Okay, so you okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
yeah.
no-
I
I
don't
don't even
know.
know if he's doing that anymore.
Well, no, it's interesting. We were talking about it for a while,
Yeah,
whether or not he was gonna, he met with the Pope and everything over it.
Oh.
So who knows?
Big guy.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson also was ripping into the Vatican during that episode too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I can't
A
touch
topic for another time.
it. Yeah, I can't.
Wait.
I can't touch
Yeah.
it. I
Let me
can't
let me
touch it.
ask. This is better, man. This isn't the movie when the guy's a monkey, right?
Yes, that's the
You gotta
next
be
one.
fucking. You gotta be
I
fucking
I was going to come
kidding
up
me.
with a funny little segue, but thanks.
Oh,
Next
sorry.
up, Better Man bombs at U.S. box office with
No.
my God, $1.1 million opening budget
Nobody knows who this fucking
No.
on a
guy
budget of
is.
$110 million. Yeah,
No.
here's the thing:
Yeah.
if you're marketing a film in America, but you're a British pop star, maybe you market the pop star and not a monkey.
Dude,
By the
Right.
way, did they or did they not download the CGI model from Planet of the
Rise of
Apes
the Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
and just stick it over this guy? It looks like Caesar, does it not?
dude, it was
it
Christmas. It was Christmas Day, and me and about 12 of my family members were in the living room watching like football,
Yeah.
or basketball, whatever. And the commercial for this movie came on when the guy played. You know, the guy's a monkey singing, and every
Pull up the
single
trailer for this, please.
and every single one of my family members said that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so
Who
I
would-
watched
who
I
would go-
watched the trailer and I
Yeah.
sent it to RJ, I think on like Instagram or something way back. And I was like,
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna lie, it's like a cutesy
Oh.
trailer. Hold on, it's dumb, but it was cutesy, and I thought it was a story when I first watched it. This is how little I know about British pop
It's a
stars.
fucking monkey.
But in the original trailer, they don't show the guy. So I thought it was
No,
a
they don't,
movie about a talking monkey. Like
That would be sick.
that's what I sent
That
to
makes
RJ
no
for.
sense.
I said, "Oh, look, it's a talking monkey like in this world." I thought it was hilarious. And then RJ texts me back and he goes, "It's about Robbie Williams. He's a real guy." I was like, "Oh, that's gay."
Well, the annoying thing is, I was watching.
No, you can say.
I
You
was
can
like,
say.
"Fuck you! Tell me what I can say. Fuck you!
got
Give
the
me
card.
permission."
You got the card.
I
Oh
was
my
watching
God.
the thing. Apparently,
remember?
he's got like a
Fuck you,
He-
RJ.
apparently he had like a apparently he had like a crazy like song that like ran forever in
I
America.
left my wallet in the car. You know, I don't have the card on me. What? Yeah. Oh, did he? What was the song?
I gotta look it up.
And when did it run forever in America? In the fucking 70s? Like,
I've never. Has anyone genuinely heard of this
No.
guy?
dude,
before?
I hadn't heard
No
of the guy.
one.
And okay, listen, I'm never
knows who this
good.
is.
I never really care. Like when I watch movies, RJ, if it has actors or people in it that I don't know, I'm not the kind of guy to go look up who the actors are and stuff like that. I take the movie as a movie on its own. And if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But the problem there is that later down the road, when people go, "Oh, you know, Matt Sampson was in that movie, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, was he? Oh, congratulations. And it could be a movie that I actually really like. So like Robbie Williams, I'm thinking Robin Williams.
That's
who
what
the
I
fuck?
thought.
I'm going, who is this guy? And then they show the picture of the guy that it's
Jumanji.
about. And I go, not a clue.
This is a Reddit.
Not a clue in the world.
This is a Reddit post from 7 years ago.
Okay.
How well known is Robbie Williams in the U.S.? Apparently, he's had every album he's released has hit number 1 or 2 in the UK. But I guess he sold 75 million records worldwide, about the same as Usher, R. Kelly, Bob Marley, Bryan Adams, and
But-
Nirvana.
Can I just ask
But
a
it's
question?
genuine.
But
Like
what
on
was the
Twitter,
song?
no one knows who it is.
But can I also
unless you
ask?
Reddit.
Yeah.
Why is he a monkey?
Okay, again, I don't
What
know
a
the
stu-
answers
what a-
to these
what a-
questions.
what a
Like,
Matt.
stupid-
he said it's something like that's like it's like how people view him.
That's the stupidest
I don't
shit
know.
I've ever
the whole
heard.
thing is like seems like a huge ego
Listen,
trip.
I'm an
for
idiot
This guy.
and I don't know anything. But
Back for good.
just as a commoner, I could watch that trailer and I could say this movie's gonna suck and nobody's gonna see it.
Apparently, it's good.
I will say it has great reviews.
Yeah, apparently it's good.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I think they should have just marketed it as a movie
Tubi.
about a monkey that talks. I would have
Well, it
watched
didn't do too much better in the United Kingdom. It made 1.9 million in its
It's a
opening weekend.
stupid ass dude. They put $110 million
Don't even get me started.
into a movie about a monkey.
They couldn't even make the monkey a different monkey than the one that's already been
Give
out.
it,
in
give
4
me
other
$1 million.
movies.
Give me. I'll come up with a better. You know what I mean?
Who played the monkey in the movie? Who did that? Andy Serkis?
Oh, he's
John Gotti.
Andy Serkis.
No. But I'm saying, was it the same guy who does Caesar? Because like
I
it's
actually
kind of
don't- No, it might have been him.
right.
Stupid.
It's
I'm
dumb,
looking, I'm
dude.
looking. Play me a song, Mr. Yeah, Robbie Williams plays himself.
Not a fan.
The monkey Williams is portrayed as an anthropomorphic monkey.
Yono Davies
Yono Davies.
using motion
Dude,
capture.
they're gonna lose so much money.
So Robbie Williams voiced the monkey, RJ, but there was a guy in a
Oh,
mocap suit,
doing the mocap.
Yono Davies.
Do you think like Robbie Williams is gonna be upset about that? Like, I've always wondered that. Like,
Who
how
gives
did
a shit if
Maybe
he's
it's a
upset? He made a
wake-up
crappy
call.
movie.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I don't
He
care.
No,
didn't fund it either. You know?
Tomorrow I'll forget he existed.
But
Yeah.
imagine you have like one like you have your breakout moment.
It's his fault. He
I
made a
do think it
monkey.
is kind of funny that he's now famous for being a monkey.
It's so stupid.
You're a musician and you're famous for being a talking monkey, CG monkey.
It's the stupidest shit I've
Having
ever
a
heard.
shitty movie.
Okay,
I mean, come on, man.
it's like the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in like The Joker too. You know what I mean?
That movie sucks. You
It's
know
a
what?
shame that it is a good movie because I'm not going to see it because of everything surrounding it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you know what it is, RJ? I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't
also-
care.
I
No,
about
but to
agree.
your
Robbie
point,
Williams.
like if it was like just some like fictional thing about a monkey that becomes a pop star, I'd honestly be
I'd go
probably
see it.
see it more likely to see it that way.
100%. That's a
Yeah,
It's a Doob movie.
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. You know what I do know though,
Speaking
RJ?
of money,
Speaking of money,
Money.
oh, I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this next topic. Like it is. It's just scratching every itch.
That's right. Hitting all the right
Christopher
spots.
Nolan's The Odyssey will have a budget of $250 million. If we get an hour and a half movie out of this, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Let's just
No, there's no way. There's no way, dude. No.
Let's-
I
No
want an
way.
intermission.
No way,
Oh, I'm
bro.
so excited,
I
dude.
just
this deserves an intermission.
I
Yeah,
just
it does.
hope I just hope he doesn't fly too close to the sun.
Who? That's
Oh,
Icarus,
wow.
you nutbag.
That's a joke.
Icarus.
It's a joke.
I didn't get it. What do you mean? Who?
It's just a Greek mythology joke. Come on.
Sorry.
I know you got
We
it.
haven't
but
seen
you
the
didn't
movie
get
yet.
it.
We don't know.
It was
No,
like-
no, I know that it's a different Greek myth. It's a different myth
Oh.
altogether. I hope he can push that boulder up
this
the
isn't
hill
a
this
myth.
time.
Come on,
It's just
Sisyphus.
fucking- Yeah, I
He
hope.
should know. He should make a movie just to put all of them together. That should be the Odyssey.
I happen to be a
Everything.
devout follower of the Greek gods.
Oh,
Don't call it.
Really?
RJ.
Well, may Zeus be with you, and
Hail
congratulations.
Hades.
I think this is going to be absolutely incredible. Like I am more excited for this I think than I was for Oppenheimer, and I think it's part of this because I know this story, and I obviously trust and have full faith in Nolan, but like I think that it's going to be incredible.
They don't make anything.
It's also
original
so
anymore.
different from anything he's ever done before.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm so pumped to see what he does with this.
Yeah.
If he listen, this could make or break.
Yeah, he fucks it up.
Can you imagine if Nolan screws
He
up
flops.
the
I am a
Odyssey?
little itchy about it. I think,
Dude,
yeah.
with Matt Damon, I'm a little itchy
No,
too.
I don't. I trust Nolan.
Yeah.
I just like if I go see the movie and like the Minotaur is like just some Greek dude, like I'm gonna
No,
walk out.
Or the Cyclops.
Is there any other filmmaker though, as of right now, you would rather have making this movie though than Nolan? I think he'd
No,
be my
no,
number
no,
one
no,
pick.
no, no,
He'd
no,
be
no.
my number one pick.
He's my number one pick, but like,
Robin Eggers.
but there's to make the Odyssey. I don't know.
George Lucas.
He
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
Jar Jar
Star
Binks.
Wars.
Jar Jar Binks. Yeah.
Fucking animated.
Yeah,
Misa.
yeah,
Misa.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
racist.
Misa go to Greece.
Dungeon Kingdoms.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, that would be interesting. Or like maybe even I don't even know if I would want like Scorsese to do it.
Spielberg.
Imagine Scorsese like De Niro plays
Yeah, De Niro,
Odysseus.
Pesci.
What about a Spielberg?
Spielberg
Maybe-
could do it, but it
Oh,
would
well,
be
you know
maybe
who would
back
have
in the
been
day.
perfect if this was like 2006? Ridley Scott.
Oh.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, he was like made for that.
I don't know, dude. After Napoleon and
That
Well, I said if it was 2006.
I know. I'm just saying, like, whenever you say
Yeah.
Ridley Scott, I go "Wah, wah,
James
wah,
Cameron.
wah, wah, wah."
James Cameron could make a cool Odyssey.
I feel like he'd overdo it.
Fuck James Cameron.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's hearsay.
Well, he'd do
Yeah,
the opposite
that's
of
right.
Nolan. He would use a lot of.
He would do all
Computer
CGI,
I'm an anti-Avatar. guy.
and and by the way, if James Cameron did the Odyssey, it would be a $500 million budget.
CGI's Greek
It would take
people.
15 years, in between.
It's just
Yeah.
all CGI Greek people.
He would. He would. Speaking of Spielberg and CGI and stuff like that, we were talking about Saving Private Ryan earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that, like, in the wide shots of
those people
the
died?
beaches? Yes,
They're all-
not
it's
funny.
all real.
Listen, he would use the same same troops over and over again in different spots in the film, and then like composite the whole thing together. So it looks like you have millions of extras, but it's like
It's
10,
just- yeah, it's-
guys that over and over again. It's pretty
Getting-
cool.
Getting
Brilliant.
tossed.
I don't know.
Brilliant.
I love
No,
stuff like that.
That's cool. That is cool.
I love stuff like that. I think this is gonna be great. The Dark Knight Rises had a budget of between 250 and 300 million, so it's not his highest budget film ever. If anybody can do this cheap, and I know we're talking about $250 million here, but if anybody can do this level of an epic thing for somewhat cheap, it's Nolan. Okay, he did Oppenheimer for like 80 mil, and he made a real atomic bomb to do the movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
he's the
a
guy.
practical explosion is what I'm saying for the movie. That's pretty sick, if you ask me.
The Force Awakens was $447 million.
I like The Force Awakens.
Here's why. Well, I will say, I think a lot of this budget though, it's got to be going to the cast.
Oh yeah.
'Cause he's got some big
Yeah,
hitters on
Pattinson,
that cast. Definitely
Zendaya,
don't come cheap.
Holland.
Yeah.
Do we know if Cillian's gonna be in this one or no?
Maybe surprise
It hasn't
cameo.
been said. No.
Yeah.
Could be interesting if he ended up playing like the Cyclops or something.
He just plays himself.
Yeah, this is the whole point.
Tommy.
Like, this translates into so many stories, dude. Like the whole nobody. Like Odysseus tells the Cyclops his name is Nobody.
Mhm.
And they say he's killing me when he's like escaping, and the other Cyclops go, "Who's killing you?" And he goes, "Nobody's killing." I mean, it's fantastic.
Mhm.
Like and the fact that the
Yeah.
story is like thousands of years old and everything. I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait. I really want to see it so bad.
Charlize Theron will fit perfectly. She's got that
Oh.
old Greek god.
She could
look.
be a Medusa.
Yeah.
Yep.
She could be a
Yeah.
mean Medusa.
That'd actually be, yeah, it's good casting. I like that.
Zendaya would be a good Medusa.
Ooh.
Hey, now.
Good call. That would
There
be
it
Hey
is.
now,
There's
you're a
RJ,
rock
casting
star.
director.
That would be sick.
She makes Tom Holland hard as a rock.
Oh,
Thank you.
There it
Uh,
is.
Got it.
There it is.
That'll do it.
Hey, now.
We got it. There's sound effects on the thing. You can hit a on there. No, on the soundboard itself.
That'd be
Those
cute.
side buttons.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
fuck
Teach you how to
no.
do it later.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
do
great.
that.
Next up, Jude Law is set to play
Oh.
Vladimir Putin in The Wizard of the Kremlin.
Well done.
Zach
Thank you.
Galifianakis is in it.
So this is clearly a comedy. I'm sure it's going to end up being somewhat.
I don't think it is.
Zach Galifianakis is in it, and it's Jude Law is playing Vladimir
Dano?
Putin. How do we feel about
I
Jude
don't know, I
Law?
did-
Can you pull up Jude Law? I just want to see a picture of the guy. I know what he looks like, but I want to be reminded.
He was a good Dumbledore.
Oh, yeah, he was
Yeah, he
in those
was a good
movies.
Dumbledore. That's probably the one good thing about those movies.
Those movies
And Johnny
sucked.
Depp is.
He was a
Grindelwald.
gay Dumbledore. I forgot they made
Oh,
him
he's
gay.
in
Okay, they didn't make
alright.
him gay. The creator of Harry Potter
Oh
made
yeah,
him
yeah,
gay.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. That second picture, the one you have when click that one, that could be a Putin. I could see that.
No,
being
he
a
could
Putin.
do it.
Yeah, you could do it, definitely.
Yeah,
So I
Hit-
did a
hit-
little
hit-
research
hit-
into
hit-
what this movie is.
Max, hit 2 cut real quick. Tell me I'm wrong, kid.
Oh yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, no, I think it'll look good. That
I mean,
first
it
picture,
doesn't
dude. That
have to be
first
perfect
picture.
either. You
No,
know?
no, but like it's always the enhanced Putin. It's the enhanced version.
Right.
It's the whatever.
Putin in a bunker.
Yeah, yeah. Putin. All right.
Well, so what
not
I
gonna
read
say
is
it.
that this was a novel that came out in 2022
Hit cut. that's fine.
by this author called Giuliano da
Giuliano.
Empoli. So in Italian wrote this. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
But it's basically it follows the rise of Putin through the Russian oligarchy. But like from this fictional character's perspective. So it's someone like within the system that's witnessing this unfold. So I don't think it doesn't sound like it's going to be comedic. I could be wrong, but
sounds like a
it
prop.
sounds like it's going to be pretty authentic. I'm all in. If this is like a House of Cards movie with Putin, I mean, Russian history and that stuff is really interesting. So
Yeah, that looks
could be
great,
good.
dude. That looks
I mean,
great.
Putin's dad was in the KGB, or he was in the KGB. His dad was Stalin's chef, I think. So it could be interesting.
Good food.
He better have
Russian
they better have Jude Law on horse looking jacked.
Think about being.
Oh, yeah.
Think about living in the oppressive Mother Russia. You know what I mean? Like
Mother
it's just yeah, right. But like imagine actually living in it, and you're Stalin's chef. They're not like good friends. You're Stalin's chef,
He's a
okay?
guy.
And your son becomes the new Stalin. Very interesting. What a come up.
No, I bet
Sounds
they
like
Okay,
it's just gonna
here's
be a
the-
propaganda movie.
Yeah.
Here's the
probably.
IMDb synopsis. It says a young Russian filmmaker becomes an unlikely advisor to Vladimir Putin as he rises to power in post-Soviet Russia.
Interesting.
Interesting. And it's a
Interesting.
French director. So,
Oh,
I mean, I'm kind of glad it's not an American director.
yeah.
Because I feel like they'll have too many political,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Biases.
Hopefully it's kind of just an objective take on, I mean, it's not
Nothing's
objective,
ever
it's kind of
objective.
fiction. Do you think he'll pull this off though? I think he did.
I don't. I mean,
like Jude Law.
I don't see why not. Giuliano de Empoli wrote it, or yeah, based on the novel.
See a
Follows
trailer.
a fictional character as he witnesses the rise of Putin. Interesting. I feel like this kind of makes this is now making me feel like we're not going to see as much of Putin as we
Yeah.
think.
I think he's no,
Might
I
be in
don't
the
think he's the
shadows.
primary character. no.
Right. Which I'm actually less
It's just some dude going, what the
excited about.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think Putin has a very, if you've ever watched interviews with him or whatever, he has like a very interesting, I don't know. They're like
Way
their
about vibe.
military, the whole like when the guys that open the doors. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
The guy that,
Giant doors.
Yeah.
and the way they
Yeah, they're trained to do.
and it's like it's a show. Like everything
Yeah.
is a spectacle, you
Mhm.
know. And so I would love to see the contrast between the way he is publicly versus the way he is privately. Obviously, we don't know, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
the way what Jude Law would bring to it. I
Yeah.
think it would be very
He's
interesting.
just wicked cool in the background.
One of
See,
the
Matt,
boys.
those doors, like those giant doors slam shut, and Putin's like, Jesus Christ. I can't find
Jesus
it."
He's one of the boys.
Imagine he's just like a normal.
That would be cool. As
Well, you
hell.
know he's not though. Those doors
Yeah.
close and he goes.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck it. It's insane. I don't know. I
I was
think
gonna
I
say,
could,
regardless of politics, though, I mean, like, I think he's a very interesting
Oh yeah.
character, regardless to
He's a
explore.
polarizing
course,
figure.
He's been
dude.
president of
Polarizing
Russia
figure.
for 20 years.
yeah, I mean, like they've had all of these free and fair elections in Russia,
Yeah.
and they always choose Putin.
He's the
He's
guy.
likable.
It's crazy,
man
and it
of
was
the
so
hour.
sad. You know, Putin was going to step down, and that other guy was running against him, and then he
Look at
just
this dude. Yeah,
he randomly died.
Well,
RJ
look
in a
at-
gulag.
look
I
at this-
mean,
look at this guy though.
yeah, he
Hey,
does.
the gulag gets you, man.
It
Yeah,
does
the
get
gulag.
the gulag does get you.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Episode 93 titled "The Gulag
That's
Gets
that's
You."
a high T picture.
Who are you taking in a fight, him or Biden?
Oh,
I
jeez.
don't know. I mean, Biden's pretty spry.
Oh, is it the jacked Putin pick?
Let me guess. You're
I'm
gonna tell me
all-
you're gonna tell me Biden's old now. Oh, Biden. What are you gonna tell me? Biden like falls upstairs or something crazy. Leader of the free world. How could you say it's something so
Jack
crazy?
Putin.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look at.
Well, that, I think that one
Yeah,
was edited,
cut
but
again. 2 cuts for RJ can say. That
Wait, hold on.
is.
I got you.
We
right
just
there.
looking at Putin shirtless pictures? What are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah. Actually, we
that's
are.
definitely
That's
edited
kind of what
there.
Max is looking up. I have no control. I'm all the way over here on
Yeah.
set. So, yeah, that's
Unbelievable.
Ooh, that is rough.
The big guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, something that Putin is very familiar with, I would say, is it would be black bagging people, and the name of the next film is Black Bag.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's great. That was a good segue, Arch, that you put that together.
That was
Starring
pretty good.
Michael Fassbender, Cate Blanchett, and it's done by Focus Pictures. Let's pause this for a second and just flip back over to that thing so I can see the stuff underneath. Oh, directed by Steven Soderbergh and written by David Cope.
Kep.
That's your boy.
That's my boy.
Max.
Yeah, wrote,
You like that, huh?
wrote Jurassic Park, wrote Jurassic Park 2, and wrote the new Jurassic World.
Okay, we like that. That's good. Starring Michael Fassbender, Cate Blanchett, like I said. It releases in theaters on March 14th. I don't know much else about it. RJ, can you give me a little bit of a rundown?
Well, I hadn't heard of it either, but when I went to go see Nosferatu, the trailer played before.
Okay.
And I go to the movies a lot, so I see a lot of the same trailers. I've currently seen the Wolfman trailer about 8 times, and I'm ready to gouge my eyes out.
Oh, you don't like? You
Um,
don't think it'll be good? I love. So
No, but
personally,
when you
I
see
love
the trailer 8 times. Like I'm ready to
Yeah.
kill myself.
Oh no, I
Like,
agree. I agree.
It's no good.
So you saw this
Ruth
trailer?
Bader
It's on.
Ginsburg from Ozark.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a
No.
Supreme Court justice. Don't.
I know.
Let's.
That's what I call her. Her name's Ruth in Ozark. Matt, if you watch Ozark, good show.
Great show.
No, I haven't actually.
Why?
I think
Maybe
you'd
can
like it.
watch it. I'm actually
but
watching.
anyway-
I can't get into it. I've watched like half an episode.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was
meh.
it was refreshing to see a new trailer for a movie
Okay.
that I didn't know was coming out. Kind of got me back to the old times when that's how you found out.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
that. I
I
like
don't know.
that.
I'm a
Max
huge
Max used to
Fassbender
call
guy.
in. Max used to
also like
call in to see what
Blanchett.
was playing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
No, I'm a huge Fassbender guy.
Same.
I like when he's in good movies because, like we joke around, Matt, he's sometimes not in good
Yes,
movies.
movies usually blow.
No, but
X-Men.
he's great. I don't know. I love a good old school spy thriller. It's a little. This sounds a little like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the Brad Pitt and
Dude,
Angelina
that's what I
Jolie
thought it
movie.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more serious though.
I
I'm
like
in.
that.
I'm
I
in.
like that.
He could be a good Bond.
Fassbender, yeah. The only problem with
Yeah,
Fassbender is that we're looking for
wait.
the thing with
young guy,
Bond
yeah.
is that you have to be able to be Bond for like 15 years.
Yeah.
I like
So-
Fassbender.
Bond villain.
He'd be
He
a
could be.
fantastic. But you know what though? How
Oh.
many Fassbender villains do we need? He's always like
Yeah, Magneto.
He does it so well.
Did you
Yeah.
guys see that Fassbender movie on Netflix that came out a couple months ago? He's like a hitman.
Killer.
Yeah.
But it was
Oh,
done by
Killer,
David
that's a
Lynch.
David
Yeah.
Fincher.
David
movie.
Fincher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
It
Fassbender.
was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't think
Not my
it was
favorite
bad.
Fincher
It was
movie.
alright.
No, it's not my favorite Fincher movie, but it's very Fincher, and it's almost like a moving comic book. It's very. I liked it. I did like it. I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah, it's upsetting to me though that David Fincher's releasing all his movies on Netflix. But
Oh yeah, but that's a whole
That's-
other.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But anyway,
You know what I watched last night with the lady?
Got the bag.
The Fly.
what?
Oh my god,
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
dude, that's a throwback and a half.
Bro, I
That's a body horror movie. Like that's
she
a.
was like, I've seen it 100. I love it.
It's so gross. I
I-
can't stand
I
it.
noticed something last night that I'd never noticed before.
Hmm.
I think Jeff Goldblum like picked up because he has like ticks.
Hmm,
He
Jeff
has
Goldblum.
like his ticks really
Yeah.
take off in that movie, and I think he
Yeah.
he was never able to drop them after.
Well,
The
that's
Fly.
like
Yeah,
Al
'cause he doesn't
Pacino.
really have it in Jurassic Park.
Right, exactly. But like Al Pacino after Scent of a Woman, he was just all
Wow.
the time. Like, that was it.
Wow.
Like
Yeah,
that
just all
was
the cocaine.
yeah,
finally
like
cut
that
off.
was yeah,
Wow.
exactly. Well, because if you look at Pacino in
Never
you
seen
know,
Son of a
He's got a
Woman.
great ass.
I know, I gotta see it.
Oh,
That was-
yeah,
I actually watched the trailer for it last night when we were all looking at the Fly, and I was
Wow.
like, I think that's next on the
Sorry.
list.
I almost just cried.
She's got
Physical-
a great ass.
Yeah,
It's a
Like,
great movie.
that is, and you have to
Yeah,
watch
I
Scent of a
know.
Woman. You
That's
idiot.
next on the list. We had to get. I
Please.
had to get the Fly out of the way. She's like, so we've been dating for 2 years. I've been begging her the whole time, like, please watch the Fly with me. It's good. Like, it's actually good. She was like almost crying. She's like, I can't watch it. I'm like,
It's horrible.
came
Like
out-
it's a good movie, but I'm saying like
it
it's the body horror
it
stuff.
came
is
out in like 1980, and it like still holds up.
Yeah, because they didn't have any CG, so like when they had to cover him in slime and crap, they just covered Jeff Goldblum in slime, and he's like peeling layers of
Such a good movie.
like body horror film. I think it's just disgusting.
the sequel, she has his kid.
But you need to see Scent of a Woman though. That's
Next
the
on the
Wow.
list. Next on the list.
Ooh, yeah, very good stuff.
Good movie.
RJ, do you have anything else for Black Bag that you're talking about?
No, I was just. I'm excited. Looking forward to a new original movie. I didn't. Soderbergh made Magic Mike. You know that?
Did he really?
I wouldn't have guessed
Oh.
that. He did. Yeah.
Interesting.
No way, he's still
Weird. Weird.
Soderbergh?
No, Cronenberg.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
um,
That'll be interesting to see.
he
Hopefully,
still
good movie
alive?
for a Fassbender.
He's 81. Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I like his other movies, Ocean's movies.
Yeah, I'm a
Good
big
director.
Fassbender guy. I think he's
good.
great.
Yeah, he's good.
He's in a lot of stuff. Yeah, no, I'm pumped. Good stuff. What else is going on, RJ? Anything? Is that it? It's a quick ep today, huh?
Yeah,
I
I,
like
mean,
it.
it was a week. It was
and
a
out.
week.
Yeah, I guess so.
The
There it
past
is.
few weeks, there hasn't been a lot of news. Obviously, you get the fires going around in LA, so there's probably not too much coming out.
Yeah, if you
Affected.
if you're affected, I'm sorry. If you are not affected, you should donate and help out. It's like a horrendous thing that's going. There are hundreds of thousands of people that are displaced, homeless, lost everything. I have personal friends who have lost literally everything, every family heirloom. It's a very scary situation, and nobody of any sort of upper echelon of power seems to care. They're just moving at a snail's pace, and it's really sad. So, along with all of the rich people who have lost homes, there are tons of people out there. I have a friend who's, I'm not going to name any names, but I have a friend whose wife is pregnant, and they put a post saying they just spent all of their liquid assets getting the house ready for a baby, and then they have lost literally everything. So, there's a lot of people out there in need. It's not an easy thing, and praying for you all. And if you can donate or help out in any way, let's do it. You know, that's all I got to say about that. Matt, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
Yeah, light week, huh?
That's it. Now we'll come in heavy when the time's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Close to the Oscars. You know?
Nosferatu, go check it out. Movie Mob 93. Max, you got anything?
No, just thinking about the people in LA. Stay safe.
Yeah, of course.
I
RJ.
might have a Sonic 3 review next week. We'll see.
Oh, I
Maybe
might go see that.
Maybe I'll hop on it too. No, I need to complete
I
the
heard-
trilogy.
I haven't seen any of the
I
other
might see
two.
it tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
I heard it's really good.
Maybe I'll go.
Okay.
I heard it's the best of the bunch.
What's
Yeah.
Sam? What's Sam
personally,
doing?
I've been liking all of the Jim Carrey makeup time lapses that he's been putting on. He's been doing some crazy ones on purpose, which I enjoy.
Oh, have you seen any of them, Nick? I actually think you'd enjoy him just for Jim Carrey.
It's like the
The-
only movie he will be in now.
I love it.
The Sonic
It's
movies.
amazing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
refuses like
Yeah,
any
very
other
cool.
role.
And he
RJ and I
plays
have seen
two
both of them.
characters in this one.
Mm,
Oh my god.
yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll check it out. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Check it out.
next week. RJ, take it away.
How you doing?